will just be the Talia, another champion that Afreeca have shown they have prowess with. Kuro had some really good games on built into any offensive itemization outside of Wit's End now, so less of a pick. Here comes Kuro.
There we go, yeah, that's going to be a gank coming up the top lane. Kuro and Spirit here jump on top of Helper. The wall's there, nowhere for him to go. That's first blood over to Afreeca Freecs. As the Talia picks it up by Spirit, Marin did back off. Now Malrong coming around the side, does not have the smite, will not be able to take this away, and throws in to back him up. Malrong, does he want to pursue this? As the Stand United coming through, dashes forward, gets on top of Spirit, and he gets taken out. Septed finding the kill now, slowing up Kuro with that newfound red. Yeah, and now they're just looking for more in the mid lane. Sonic Wave comes through, kick back on the Dragon's Rage. Kuro goes down, and Septed finds his second kill, nicely executed by Malrong.
Cleanly damage, it is faster to take, but still a lot to learn about it as an objective.
Oh, that's going to be the flash forward here. Unleash Power comes through, they get the stun. And that's going to be the resonating strike from Malrong, straight in underneath the turret. They find a kite back a little bit, delay this take on the turret. Meanwhile, Helper all on his lonesome down in the bottom lane. Dravenel not going to connect, but it doesn't really matter. Kramer still comes up with the kill.
Barrier wasn't used, but obviously not to know at that time.
It was really close, so better safe than sorry, but that just means that Kuro's going to be that much more susceptible to being ganked. Speaking of which, Spirit tries to run at the Syndra, but...
looking for a pick. They also have Marin coming up.
Pitching down from below, dashes forward, gets in on top of Malrong, at least for the start, but Tucson walking in by himself gets absolutely destroyed by the Syndra. Now Ever8 going to seek to turn this one around. Malrong throws out that Sonic Wave, lands it onto Kuro.
Trades between him and Shen because Marin's 2 levels up and plenty of items.
So Duel's walking forward. Junk's starting to come through here from Kramer. Answers that 90 caliber net. Now that Stand United coming down onto the Caitlyn, but it's not going to be in time. He already gets taken out. The kill goes over to Spirit. Ella going low, gets taken out. The cash in coming through from Kramer. Big burst of gold. This looks like the answer is going to be yes. Everybody piling in. Marin waiting over the wall to come in from behind. TP's going to be burned out here by Helper, trying to join in. Throws out that
nice turn.
Unleash Power, finds the first kill in onto Tucson. Now Septed running for his life. Grand challenge was thrown down. The kickback comes through from the Dragon Rage, but Marin dashes forward, completes the challenge, finds the kill in onto the Syndra, and the rest of Ever8 have to kite back.
Game's at right now.
Marin just trying to take away as much as he possibly can. Moves over to the red buff. Gets that one out. Taunt comes through. Do they want to try to collapse onto this? The stun comes down, and Septed finds the kill, his 5th of the game. 5-1-3 on can have on the Baron.
We turn onto it now. Baron damage is decent on their side, but now we're going to see Afreeca with the contest.
12 seconds here on Marin. Still has the TP available, and there's a ward in the pit that has not been cleared. Weaver's Wall comes down, cutting them off inside the pit. Septed gonna have to do some nice gatekeeping. The hook going wide. Baron goes low. Malrong able to finish this one off, and now Spirit walking forward, but has to kite out of there as best as he can, but he does not get anything. Goes down in the exchange, and Septed finds another kill. Now Marin coming in from the sideline. Will dash forward, getting locked down immediately. Gets a riposte off, but still can't mitigate enough. He gets taken out as Malrong finds the kill. 2 dead on the side of Afreeca Freecs. And
I mean, they'll disengage. So many fed damage dealers.
Speaking of fed damage dealers, the wall. That's going to be the Unleashed Power yet again from Septed. Just rippable spot. Still one miraculous team fight from the side of Afreeca Freecs. Could turn the tide of this, but now Marin getting caught is just going to put a cork in that one. He goes down. Malrong finding the kill. Says, you know what, Septed, you got to share these.
Fights in this game at all.
Here we go. Weaver's Wall thrown down here by Kuro. A bit blind, but actually just cut Septed off from the fight. The rest of the team collapsing in from the top. Malrong goes down, gets the kick in straight onto Kuro, into the face of Septed, and he takes him out. Dark Passage will yank Spirit out to safety, but now with Kuro taking down, all of that poke damage that Afreeca need to rely on around this Baron is gone. They'll go ahead and start this one up.
Yeah, let's see if Olaf goes for another express engage, because this Baron's going down fast.
I mean, look at the trap line thrown down here from Duel, just trying to keep them gated out. Tucson goes low, one more hit would have finished them off. Ace in the hole comes through, but Kramer there to body block for his support.
0-1-4, nothing to write home about. Malrong and Septed. It's been about the duo. We talked about how clean they were, how their understanding was playing around the mid lane and forcing Kuro behind. Kuro might have made it a bit easier with the self-counter pick, but let's focus on what's good, and that is Ever8. Looks like they're
able to find it here. But now look at all those super creeps. 4 in this bottom lane wave getting ready to push forward.
Yeah, the desperation's there from the side of Afreeca. That much is clear.
Weaver's Wall not quite going to cut off those super creeps, however, so they're still pushing in. Getting ready to eat those turret shots. Q comes over from Septed, jumps out Tucson. As they push in for the finish, that's going to be the ultimate coming out. Unleash Power in on the Kuro, jumps him down to about half HP, but can't follow up for much more because the Devourer has to come down. Now Marin and Spirit pushing forward, looking desperately for a kill onto the carriers, but they're cutting back into the back line so effectively. Now flashing forward as Duel finds the double kill, finally putting some kills on the board for himself. Will not finish with 0, but they will close out the game. 43 minutes just about from Ever8, tripling the kills of Afreeca Freecs.
And the curveballs in the draft for Afreeca Freecs did not pan out, and the curveball in the game was the level of play from Ever8. They look significantly worse than, say, Jin Air, for example. They're very comfortably qualified for LCK Summer. It was much more toiling for the side of Ever8 winners, but you can see the team looks pretty jazzed, and they have a lot to be proud of because their preparation and just the level of clean macro, inspired play between Scepted and Malrang. Ever8 winners, you wanted to put them in that 9th or 10th space box that previously Kongdu Monster occupied, and suddenly it's only a single game, it's only the start of the season, but there's a lot to like about the side of Ever8. And on the side of Afreeca, they tried a lot of things at once. Risky draft, low wave clear, the Draven and the Fiora at the same time, self-counter-picking in mid lane, and they were put to the sword. So well played to Ever8. Not going to pass a judgment on either. We've got a lot of season ahead of whether it's a support Gallia or a mid lane Gallia. So it feels like the power level of Olaf is kind of tantamount to
a trip giveaway. We'll bring him to the LCK studio. You'll bankroll all of it, and I'll just help you with the promotion. Finally have some exchanging going on in the top lane. Helper once again going low. Body slamming away, still holding onto that flash as best he can. Now has to burn it out, but Marin's there to answer. Will come up with the solo kill for first blood. Is outplaying Helper in that top lane with his staple pick of Rumble. Just gonna go back to slow and steady.
it wins the race, I'm told.
On occasion. Maybe not if you're Jin Air.
Or if you're Marin.
Or if you're Marin.
He's going to solo kill Agragas under the turret. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's just gonna have some
Marin
decent
sticking
training
around
there.
here, 2 levels up.
Yep, goes ahead, drops down the red carpet. Big overheat on that flame spitter, ripping through him. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Scepted flashing to the side, looking for a kill in on his Spirit. Kuro tosses out the Q, won't quite find it, and Malrang is able to finish off Spirit. The collateral damage from downtown. Marin going back in on a Helper. He goes forward with a body slam, gets a bit of damage in on the Marin as he takes up that turret aggro, but still cannot find the kill.
Yeah, sick at best, but at this point, it's severe problems for Ever8 because the item lead for this Rumble is going to spill over into other lanes. Already has soloed down first turret blood is in the bot lane. They catch Jin.
The play coming through, and with the Ignite thrown down, there's just no way for Kramer to keep himself alive, even with that heal, so he does fall. Now Kuro roaming his way in, dashes forward, looking for Ella, lands a taunt onto both he and Malrang. Play comes through, tosses out the Q, getting a lot of damage in the hook. It just means that Ella is sitting inside that whirlwind. He goes down, Marin flashing forward, looking for a kill in onto Malrang, finds it, they'll follow up, take down duel at the same time. And now it's just going to be Helper all on his lonesome with Kuro very healthy to pick up this turret aggro. Shockwave comes through, Helper flashing away, trying to keep himself alive, but the taunt comes down, he falls. And it's just going to be an absolute bloodbath. Blast Cone comes down, Scepted able to finish off Tucson, answers back a kill, but can he make it out of here alive? Looks like the answer is going to be yes. Afreeca said, you know what? You go your separate way, we'll finish off your turret in the bot side of the...
Yeah, because we're only 19 minutes in.
Yeah, there's really just not that much MR on the board here. Helper still with just the Spectre's cowl, hasn't been able to get much more than that. Will get rooted down, another tether coming through. Gets to the Dark Passage in time, but Spirit's waiting for him. That's going to be the hero's entrance coming through from Kuro as he arrives. Pops him up, they take him down. Duel falls. Ella now just on the outside of that curtain call. Can he make it out with his life? That's going to be the whirlwind coming through on top of the root. He will fall off screen as Spirit finds the kill. Now Scepted going low. Leandri's Torment ticking away at him. Gets the shield back in. Can't quite push forward for fear of that Flame Spirit. Body slam in. The collateral damage from downtown comes up with the kill. But can they make it out alive? Montracue barely shorting on Scepted. Jukes back away from the dead.
Every side of the map, and if Marin's taking that many resources, he's not even unhappy to die. Marin's trying to stand up, he's just gonna die.
Yeah, he's just gonna get taken out. Flash forward from Kramer, grenade plus that last shot comes through. The crit takes him down. They get the turret. Very tanky now. Shockwave comes through though. Marin maybe overstepping his boundaries. Has that. Sonya's coming through and he's completely surrounded. He'll finally go down. Scepted coming up with that.
He's losing health himself.
Yeah, looks like Malrang's actually just losing HP there from that Thornmail. Goes down to about half HP. Taunt comes down, Scepted down to half as the curtain call shots just being fired off on the sidelines. Kuro, first one to fall in the fight. They actually find the kill onto him, and Ella.
4,000 health. Malrang may have to face check. It's probably going to be too late.
Yeah, goes ahead. Justice Punch comes through from Kuro, gets the knock up. Curtain call.
He stole it!
That's going to be the equalizer. And yeah, the steal comes through from Scepted over the wall, finds it. Dashes to the side with the collateral damage straight into that Dark Passage to keep himself up. Meanwhile, Marin, all on his lonesome, surrounded by 3 members.
Flash.
Chain of Corruption thrown out to delay, and he will go down as Scepted picks up the kill. Now Ella causing up the death position. Even if he drops a ward, won't have much. 4,000 left onto the Baron. Can they find a second steal in the game? Something now joining in. That's going to be the equalizer coming down, trying to cut them off, trying to stop him.
He got it!
But Malrong comes up with a steal, flashes over the backside of the pit. The second steal for Ever8. Winner. Used here by Kuro, wrapping around the sidelines. Malrong going low. The box gets dropped. And Helper just sitting in the front, trying to body block for the rest of his team, but he just gets chewed out immediately. And he will fall. Kuro comes up with a kill, and the rest of Ever8 still trying to make it out safely.
Oh, baby, they want more.
Coming around from the sideline. Spirit dashing forward, has the Ghost and Ragnarok up. Equalizer comes down, the Shockwave comes through, and it just rips right through Kramer. He falls down. Septed still alive. Can he get the shield onto himself in time? The Leandri's actually not going to take him down, and it's a double kill over to Duel, finishing off Spirit. 3 members dead on the side.
Control ward done. It was a really good Baron force by Afreeca. They should feel good about that. It was the right decision at the right time. But a steal comes through, and cruelly, it'll feel like they made a big mistake.
Yeah, the reset's there, but even so, Spirit can't get there in time to try to get the smite steal away. Here we go. Helper zones him in the mid lane, not joining in with the squad yet. There's still plenty of wave clear here from Afreeca Freecs. Kuro may not do a lot of damage to champions, but he does plenty to the minions, and now it's going to be thrown in onto Ella. Flashes away, and Spirit dashing into the backside, trying to get in on top of Duel, but still just taking so much damage. Now hooked forward in onto Kuro, and Malrong firing off over the wall, trying to get as much damage as he can. Root comes through from the Deadly Flourish, in on Decepted, but still is not being targeted out, and that's going to be Kuro going down first and foremost at the start of the fight. Curtain call opened up, like trying to eat this one. 900 on the hit, flashes away, trying to get the lifesteal off the minions. Will pop himself back up, but Kuro dashes forward. The hook from Ella, not going to connect, and that's going to be the first kill coming through as Helper and Duel both go down. This could be the fight for the Afreeca Freecs. Septed getting sniped out here by Marin, who's perfectly healthy, goes into the Zonians, but still goes down. 3 members taken out, make that 4 as Ella falls, and it's just Malrong. All 4 seconds here on a Duel, 24
They're going to
as well
try for this, though, Achilles.
They're going to try their damnedest. The minion wave now coming through. Malrong, a little wave clear he offers up is going to have to be rather impactful. Doesn't get a whole lot done here. Now they're in onto the Nexus turret. It's Afreeca Freecs. They might have just done this.
50-minute death timers might be enough. Yep, looks like they're going to do it. Insane turnaround. The one fight decided the game.
Such a back and forth. 2 Baron seals for Ever8 winners, but despite it all, Afreeca, they find the one perfect fight for themselves, nearly get the ace, close out the game. They're going to take us to game number 3.
How can there be any more turns of emotion in a single game than what we saw in game 2 of this series? Afreeca, elation at this point, but will soon be frustration over how they mismanaged their early advantage. Ever8 thought they would have done the second Baron buff. We thought that would be the final dagger into the heart of the Afreeca Freecs, but at 50 minutes, you forget how long the death timers are. 4 members going down, even a Graves wave is not enough, and you can see Malrong and the rest of Ever8 look stumped because they thought this was going to be a debut 2-0, and instead, it's going to be a 3rd game.
All right, we'll take it in the distance.
Kill it so much.
There's going to be decent, and Marin's just going to go ham. He's
Hey, if he's going to let me bop me, you know, I'm going to bop him hard.
It's going to be the hook coming through here. They lock down Tucson. Big burst of damage comes through, and Septed finds the first blood. Weaver's Wall thrown down. Ella locked up by the Enchanted Crystalline Arrow. Spirit goes in, trying to find the kill, but the Stand United comes through from Helper, keeping him alive. Flash over the wall. The Shockwave connects onto both. The axe comes through. They slow him up. Septed will not go down. They get rid of Spirit. 2 kills. Prugs. TP comes through from Marin, gets the cask in on Septed, knocks him away, comes up with a kill. Nicely done by him. That's going to open up a lot of pressure. So now having that extra turret threat makes him a big concern there for the side of Ever8. Ash Arrow comes through, finds Duel first and foremost. Dark Passage is down, but the damage is just too much. Beautifully chained CC. Yeah, on for the roam up, comes around through the tri-brush. Marin very far forward. Septed flashing in. Pulls the ball back to himself. Nice cast will knock him over to the other side of the Weaver's Wall as they try to dive in here. Helper tanking up the turret. Malrong able to pick up the kill, but can he make it out alive? Shield comes through from the Orianna, keeping him in Spirit, waiting in the wings. They collapse forward for this one. Spirit roaming in. Flash obviously used here by Septed. Stand United comes through. Pops the Dissidents down onto himself. Helper dashing forward. Flashes in for the taunt. Locks down Kuro. Can they find the kill? Dissident's not going to connect, but one more hit will do it. There it is. Helper finds it. Nice. Heather gets broken. Duel flashes away from the Q. Barrel not going to connect, and he honestly might make it out of here alive. Ella can't say the same. Will get taken down as Kramer finds that soul kill contribution, but the cast comes through. They knock Malrong in. He takes too much damage. Now it's a double kill over for the Ash.
It's a really awkward. Good evacuation from Ever8. Still gets paid.
Now Septed getting jumped on. There's a Shockwave down. Rip Spirit and Kuro both down very low, but the Coon connects. He dashes forward.
Wow, this was teleport's not up. This one. This could actually be a 5v4.
Malron going in on a Spirit, chunks him down to half HP. Ella's there, could drop it over to the Baron, but comes straight back in, down onto the Olaf, and he gets taken out as Ella finds the killing blow. Weaver's Wall used, but not gonna find anything. Meanwhile, Duel very far forward to the top lane. It's gonna be Stand United coming through, but there's no way for that channel to get off. There's just so much damage here from Tucson and Kramer, and now the volley coming through Ella, knowing that he's gonna be dead. He'll get taken out, another double kill over to the Ashe. Septed not feeling quite as bloodthirsty. I say that actually now flashes in, gets the solo kill with the seismic shove. Delivers him straight into the cocoon. Spirit's there to pick us disrupting where he can. Spirit going low. Goes up, must come down. Nowhere to go. He gets taken out. Septed finds the kill. Meantime, Stand United being used here onto L as they push forward. Helper going forward. Gets a taunt in onto Marn, dropping down that dodge shield, slowing him up as best as they can to try to get the kill, but he's still just so tanky on the Grog as he's zeroed as best as possible. Ashero comes through, does connect in onto Septed. Seismic shoves there. Can't even finish the shockwave in time here. Yeah, it looks like he's just going to chip away.
But they see Olaf fighting, so that's why they turn on to Baron.
Is there any way that Malron could get himself into that pit for the steal? Be damn impressive, but the Weaver's Wall comes down, and this Baron is just getting shredded by Kramer. He's firing away, and you can see they're just going to go ahead and see this one over. So Afreeca Freecs go ahead, they pick this one up for themselves. Now looking at...
This is what it looks like when you have push advantage in every lane, and you lose the mid.
Well, they're going to do a lot of investment here on Tamar and try to take him out. Cast comes down, not quite going to find anything, but is able to body slam through the wall. Neptune heal does clip onto him, but the hook comes back through yet again from Ella, flayed out in onto Spirit. 2 kills picked up, but they're losing quite a lot more than that now into the bottom side of the map. TP's coming through. Will it get finished? Yes, it does right in the last second, but it doesn't matter. Septed has already been taken out by Kramer. His 6th kill of the game. Maybe looking for a 7th one. Not going to find it as Tucson takes it away, but they will go ahead and pick up that inhibitor at the bottom side of the map. And Afreeca Freecs. That massive shield push through from Tucson. They're in onto the Nexus turrets. Redemption coming down here from Ever8.
Hook onto Kramer.
A duel here, yeah. He does get healed up, and now they go back in onto Kramer. Can they finish him off? They do. Right at the last second before both Duel and Ella go down. They keep themselves alive.
And, well, they want to kill Septed.
Yeah, Weaver's Wall coming through. Septed on its lonesome. Throws out the shockwave. The repel is there from Spirit to dodge that one out. Ball wrong. Knocked into the wall. Body slam comes through as they try to lock him up. Doesn't have a
Ice it here.
Yeah, Marn says hello. Gets that nice cast into the walls, locking up Duel, and Ella goes low. Redemption being thrown down. Can they finish him off in time? Ashero clips Duel in the backside. Even though he gets healed up, has the cleanse, still goes down. Kills picked up for Kramer and Kuro. Now firing away in onto Helper. Dashes away with the Shadow Dance, but still going to be just be handing over a double kill for Kuro. 11,000 gold up now as Afreeca. Both inhibs down in the mid and bottom side of the map. They're just going to be going for the finish here. Just not a whole lot that Malron and Septed can do.
Yeah, Marin can tank up the turret for days just as the minion wave comes in, and against all expectation, Afreeca Freecs going to do it.
Yep, they go ahead, knock those down, get straight in onto the Nexus, looking for a last little kill there on Septed. Won't quite find it, but they will find that Nexus. 36 minutes on the clock, much faster than our first 2 in the series. Malron somehow able to kill Kuro right at the end there. But he's going to pay for this one with his own life. The ace completed. Afreeca close out the set 2-1.
Does mean they will go into that match on Saturday against KT Rolster in a better ladder position, but this is the sort of game where the coach is like, guys, you won, great job. Also, I have 8 pages of notes to go over and 14 different VOD timestamps over 3 games. It was a messy one for the Afreeca Freecs. Spirit in particular having a poor series and then some.
Yeah.
Marin had good games. Kramer was majestic on the Ashe in the last game. And credit Tucson as well, doing his job. But Ever8 winners, you know, it is definitely heartbreaking to see them not come away with anything from this game. That's what happens in best of 3s. There's no 1-1s. It would have been the honorable 1-1 back in the old Champions format. This time it's no points and some things to work on, specifically around the man on your screen, Helper, who Game 2 was almost completely decided with how far behind he fell to Marin's Rumble. And he didn't really